Welcome to Jackie Builds a CAPRA.
Jackie builds CAPRA. Jackie builds a CAPRA. Jackie builds CAPRA. Jackie builds a CAPRA. There we go.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the studio. We are almost done with electronics.
Are we almost done?
We are just about there. So we were talking about. I did a few things off camera yesterday, and I'm gonna tell you what it did. First of all, I foam sticky mounted this ESC here and this little power switch here so that it won't show when you're just looking at it. It's on the bottom. That's a good little spot for it.
Double-sided tape.
Yes, foamy.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good spot. We just have to make sure. You know, we never really tested it. I don't think the axle's going to run into it, but we'll find out. It would be funny if it did, because then if you bottom out, it'll turn off. What happened? Oh my god. We'll see what happens.
Alright, and then also I switched the plug because Patrick has a preference. And
it's not so much of a preference, it's that all of our batteries have Dean's plugs, or at least I want them to. So we switched off the XT60 connector for a Dean's just to make our lives a little bit easier.
Yes, so when we left off yesterday, I had the skid plate attached like a normal person. And then we took it off again so that I could put the foam in and get the ESC programming cable on there easier.
Right. So from yesterday with the ESC, it's a Hobbywing 1080, is that right? Yeah. So I did some research. It comes with an internal BEC that is, I want to say 3 amps at 6 volts. It's not the biggest BEC, but I think for her to get started, she doesn't have a whole lot of weight in the truck. I think it'll be fine. So rather than have her go through the fun process of trying to solder a Castle BEC into the battery lead with everything else, I think we just want to get her out on the rocks. So we're skipping an external BEC for the time, and we're going to just use the internal BEC that comes with the speed controller.
So this thing comes with this crazy chart.
Programming, right, I forgot. So the programming, from what I researched, and I had to research it because I've never actually run one of these ESCs myself. It seems like people are pretty happy with how it comes set up out of the box. The instructions have this nice chart available in multiple languages that show what the default settings are. You can tweak some things. The one thing from my reading that we might want to tweak would be the LiPo cutoff. Some people prefer it to be set to high so that it will shut off a little bit sooner. From what I read, it doesn't actually shut the ESC off, it will just slow it down tremendously. So if you're giving it gas and it all of a sudden randomly slows down, that means your battery's about to die and it's time to unplug.
So you don't want your battery to be all the way dead?
Right, so LiPos, if you over discharge them, explode.
Oh!
No, I'm just kidding. No, they actually can though. It's really bad for the battery, they'll get puffy and then bad things happen. So it is possible that that could happen. So I'm not saying that if you over discharge it slightly, it's immediately going to burst into flames, but if you do it too much, yes.
We're gonna have that on slow-mo.
No, we're not blowing anything up today. Hopefully. Housekeeping.
Well, you just ruined my plans for the day.
Wahaha.
Alright, so I need to
I don't know.
program the thingy thing.
But we don't need to program it because it comes set up programmed. We're going to run it with the stock settings.
So I don't even need that little...
So we don't need the programmer for now. As you drive it, we will take note of the different settings on here, and there may be some things that you want to change. For instance, I'm now noticing that the BEC has an option for 7.4 volts. I didn't even see that in my reading. So we can kick up the voltage if we want to. And basically what that will do is just give a lot more juice to your steering servo. But it would also give more juice to your little dig servo. and I don't know what the voltage limit on that little dig servo is. 6 volts is safe. So we're going to go with 6 volts for now. If we had to, though, we could have the dig servo on 6 volts and have your steering servo getting 7.4 volts by installing an external BEC, because we could set it to a different voltage and basically run that BEC straight to the servo.
Okey-dokey.
Next time. So we can skip the programming, so you can just put this back together, but we got it foamed, we got it double-sided taped.
Yeah, might do some cable management.
You can do some cable management, get your drive shaft back in, get the links back together, and then it will be time for fun with the radio.
Oh, yes.
Which I did not, I think I said I was going to investigate the binding process. I didn't.
Well, one last thing on this guy. Okay, so it comes with this little programmer, but does this guy need batteries, or does it get the...
I believe it will, when you plug it into the ESC, as long as you've got, I mean, power has to come from somewhere. I think if you're powering the ESC, I think it will pull power, like it'll use its own little BEC, and it will power this. I believe. I'm not positive. But I think that's what I read.
If anybody knows what this little screwdriver clips onto, let me know.
It's for stabbing people. Did that come with that or the radio? Because you opened both. It could have been in either box.
Pretty sure it came in here.
Okay, yeah, whatever. I don't know, man.
But we'll leave it out just in case.
Can't be expected to remember all these things. So here, we'll put this over here. Definitely done with that. We're definitely done with a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. Okie dokie. What's going on, everybody?
Hey Cody, I actually usually do remove the power switches on my ESCs because I just want it to be easier. Since she's never had a crawler before, I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea for her to have the power switch. In addition, I have not looked into, because this power switch isn't just a power switch, it is a power switch and it's got a little set button. So I have to see what we mess up if we remove it. I don't know. I'm not even sure that you'd be able to turn the ESC on if you remove the power switch. Like I said, I'm just not sure how it operates. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Sean. So we cannot remove the power switch.
Okay.
Which is fine. It's not too bad. We have it mounted on the other underside. So unless she's belly up, no one will see it. Just kidding.
Breathe.
Woo! Spicy water.
Alright, that's pretty good. I think. Alright, what did I do first? I think I did that guy, and then these guys, and then those guys. I need this. And
I think you could probably no. No, because I, like I said, taking it apart and putting it back together multiple times is part of the learning process. It will help you to get to know the truck.
what did I do last time?
I'm a firm believer in fail until you don't. So
Fake it till you break it.
No, fail until you don't. So just keep trying, and eventually you'll get it right, and all will be well in the world, and dogs and cats will live together. All those things.
Delightful.
Yes.
Waste.
It might be easy. No.
Oh.
I'm biting my tongue.
I did those guys first last time. And then I couldn't get in to do these guys. Wait a minute.
Hey, what do you guys think of the perspective of the camera? Do you like it better overhead for her workbench, or do you like it better when it's a little more behind her? Because I think this is easier for her. I kind of like it because I can just sit here and watch you on camera now.
Yeah. I don't bump my head into it as much.
That's true. That would be good. It doesn't all have to be, you know, we don't have to do our little shows the same way.
There you go, you little rascal. No, I had it.
Have you considered maybe securing the skid plate?
What? No, because it's harder to get into this.
Oh, okay, you're right.
Yeah, it's harder.
This might be a good time to zip tie your wires away from the drive shaft. I don't know.
I did.
Oh, I wasn't watching. Hey, Dustin. Okay, thanks, Sean. Yeah, it may actually also cut down on some of the glare having the camera like this. I don't know. We do have lights everywhere. It may not look like it to you guys, but the workbench is lit up like the sun. I know it's dark behind us, but that's just because, you know, we want to set the mood. Have our faces just... We need to wear black shirts next to... You have a black shirt. Well, it's got some stuff in it. Cactuses, sunrises, moons.
Yes.
This is like the Lucky Charms shirt. This is like a
It's like Texas Lucky
pink
Charms.
dove, yellow moons, orange suns, and green cactuses.
I had to buy it.
It sounds like the Texas Lucky Charms. You need to bring that shirt to HEB and see if they will make like HEB charms.
Oh, okay.
Or Texas charms.
Texas Charms.
Yeah.
Like
I guess it could also be...
cactus flavored marshmallows.
We need to add something more Texas-y, because that could be like New Mexico or whatever. Anywhere that has a desert, I guess. And they need to add like
Mexico.
a longhorn. That would make it very Austin, Texas-y.
Well, I had my bandana on, but it
Got in the way, yeah.
messed up my
Your
lighting.
Your thing, your lighting.
It was wrong for my idiom. Come on, you little tiny thing. Stop moving. I had it. And then
Is that the lower that you're working on?
yeah.
Might be. Maybe it's easier to put the upper in first since it's further away.
Yeah, that's what I did yesterday.
Wait,
and
no,
then
you're doing the upper.
I was very unhappy. Just so that little ball in there, it's wiggling.
Wiggle it just a little bit.
Stop wiggling. Ah,
So what are you guys up to today? Anything super exciting?
okay,
Fail?
failed.
I wonder if you could take this, get the link close, and insert this from the back side. Maybe that would just help you hold it in place. Does that make sense? Kind of?
Yes.
And then when you put the screw in, it will push it out, but at least it'll kind of hold it in place for you. Just thought, I don't know.
Tiny rascally lobster.
Damn spaghetti monster.
Here, you just hold the
Nope.
axle.
What if you were out on the trail by yourself? What if you were stranded and the only way you could make it out of the desert was to ride on the back of this thing? You'd have to do it yourself.
Oh boy, that'd be some kind of Mario Kart. You can call me Toad.
Hopefully I didn't just violate a bunch of copyright laws by singing a small... What was that, like 6 notes?
Woo, woo.
7. 7 might be the line. I don't know.
$7 million. Fine.
Yeah, they can come after me. Good luck. think if I had $7 million to spend on Mario Kart copywriting, we'd have other people building this. That's not true. I enjoy it, so it doesn't matter.
So close. Do what I say. Try to just get one in there. It'll just fall into place. There we go.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
No, it's not.
I set
Killing
you
me.
up.
Finally.
Now that you have one, maybe two will be easier
Yes, definitely.
or harder. I don't know.
Better. It's on the first one.
You're using the right links, so that's a bonus.
Yay.
Did you say that you did it one time and you were trying to put the lower ones in the upper hole or whatever?
I think I was trying to do it like this.
Yeah, definitely don't. Well, you don't have to show me. I just, you know, it's all good.
I was like, why isn't it? Oh. Alright, everybody. Wish I had more hints.
I don't think Facebook edits sound, Dustin. I know YouTube does, but we actually record these and then could redub it. Or we record everything that's happening and we also post it to YouTube with the recording. And I do go in and kind of clean it up a little bit. Sometimes I adjust the lighting because, you know, it's hard to tell the lighting of the desktop and everything and get everything just right. But let's see. I think we've gotten better.
Oh, what fell? Oh,
I do not know.
the plug. Okay. Where'd my little... Oh yeah. I gotta put this guy back together. Remind me that little bit. There it is. Hey-ya! Yes.
Yes, what?
Yeah.
Just yeah? All right.
I didn't exactly sort my screws yesterday, so...
No, that's okay. I think we can determine what.
What?
You'll have 4 that are all the same that will hold the skid plate down, right?
Yeah.
What does that one do?
What?
No.
What?
Can't be.
Why not?
Rib?
It's the biggest one.
Bigger's not always right. I thought it was these little dudes. Not. Wait, you should have 2. Or did you put one on this side already?
No.
So you should have 2 matching screws.
Yeah,
right?
I got the other one right here.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. Sorry. What do I know? Clearly, I should shut my mouth. Oh, okay. These 4 go with it. That's what it is.
And then I took the side.
I will try to help you. Oh, that's right. The small ones are for the sides.
This morning, my neighbor was making some noise, and my dog immediately started barking. And I said, "Shh!" And she used her inside voice.
You shushed her?
Yes, it was really cute. She still wanted to bark, but she switched to her inside voice. Oh my gosh, little rascal. Yeah, look how much clearance there is.
Oh, that couldn't get any closer. Do you see how close it is?
It's all right there.
Show the people.
Wait, let me finish this screw.
That's too funny. I mean, under hard compression, you may actually hit the button, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I don't know if there'd
We
be
could always
enough
move it.
weight on the back to do that.
I don't know. I haven't seen you drive.
I drive like a maniac.
Okay, then yeah, you're probably gonna smash some stuff.
Yes, at last. Wait. These are my shadows.
Yeah, it's hard to see. If you angle it towards that light, maybe. Yeah, it's hard to see in there.
You see that little red
Suffice
dot?
to say, it is close.
Alright, so that looks pretty good. This looks like a mess.
Yes.
I'm gonna foam this down.
Nope.
No?
Yeah, because before we worry about that and before you get too much into wire management, we want to get it set up.
So I should
Just kind of tuck it in there.
let
It's
that guy
fine.
go.
That's your dig servo. We unplugged that on purpose
Oh, yeah.
because remember when we fire up the radio, we need to have this servo arm disconnected so that it doesn't shred up the servo.
Oh, that's right.
So we need to do the same thing for the front. So we need to figure out the binding process that I started looking for yesterday and forgot.
Make sure these.
Hey Josh, right now we just have the stock wheels on it. We will be putting some different wheels on it. I don't know when that's going to happen though. Let's see.
That's what those little wheels look like. And we found out that you just unclip the hood and pop that
Pop the
bad boy up.
Yep. So let's see, we are going to want to figure out how to bind the receiver first. I'm not looking at the receiver though. It probably just has a button on it. The transmitter, probably you have to go into some settings. I was hoping. Receiver, system check, preparations. I mean, this is like launching the space shuttle.
Yeah.
No, let's see.
So should I plug this in yet? Where does this guy go?
Okay, I think I have the how to link. Okay.
Where does this go to?
So that's the balance plug. So every cell in a LiPo, this one is a 2-cell. So there is a ground and there's 2 wires, 2 positives. So when it's charging, the chargers, you hook up this balance plug, and the balance plug goes to each individual cell and tells the charger how much juice each cell has. And it can pull off juice from each cell so that the whole battery together stays balanced. So to make sure everything, like both cells, or if you have a 3-cell, that they all have the same voltage. That is important with LiPos. So, okay, so your receiver, I don't even remember, does the receiver say, let's spin this around? Actually, you can plug the battery in because I think nothing's going to get power until we turn it on the back end anyway. That's probably tough. They're usually a nice tight fit.
There you go. Come on.
Ah!
So I don't need this guy unless it's charging.
Correct.
Okay.
You just tuck it all away in there
Tuck.
as best as you can. You don't have to worry about putting the pins in it yet.
Okay.
But let's spin it around. And we can start. We already put batteries in the radio, right?
Yes.
Let's see. So you see it says TFHSS.
Yes.
So that is the Futaba. I don't remember what you call it. Whatever. Telemetry type. Why is this pen over here? So we need to make so the first thing we want to do is turn on the radio.
What? How do I do that?
Not that. That's the receiver.
What?
So
Oh, this
transmitter is also called a radio. Although it's
these are just stickers, Patrick.
What's up, Eric?
I don't know how this works.
Yeah, I don't remember how to bind the receiver on every type of radio, and I don't have this radio. This is her radio. It's different. So peel the plastic off. It's gonna make me insane.
All right, we get close to them.
Okay, so somewhere is a power button. It's probably up here in big letters. Maybe it says power.
Oh yeah, it's too slick. Look at it.
It's like it's not even gonna show up in the camera. You may have to like hold it down for a second because they don't want it to accidentally turn on when you smack it. Okay, there you go.
Can I put this on a lanyard?
Is that what?
What do you
does it
want
say?
from me?
Oh, what does it say?
I don't know what it says.
It's flashing battery. It's saying low battery.
Oh.
Well, we don't have any other batteries. I don't think that will. You know, your battery thing isn't even closed all the way.
What's that? Oh.
You know what? Turn it off. Let me go see if I can get some better batteries.
Oh, that was easy. All right. Nice little grippy right here. I don't know what all these buttons are. DL. What is that? Is that a 7? I don't even know. SWDL. And then, what is that? A charging port? COM and a micro HD? I don't even know. It's pretty weird. I'm gonna have to spend some time with the manual.
Try these. I don't know that they'll be better, but they're different. So maybe they'll be better. What's up, Flynn? Yeah, they're different types. I know. It's just to get it set up.
Hurts me. I'm gonna go middle.
Yeah, make
freak
it.
out.
Yeah. For the OCD people, you should have put it to one side. Make them crazy. Try it now.
Stop yelling at me, Futaba.
You only have to hold it down for a second. Maybe those are totally dead. Oh, more batteries. It's gonna be a show about battery.
Don't you have chargeables?
Yeah,
Work?
but we'll probably have to go in, set it up in the radio. But I don't know if the batteries from this will fit that. We'll find out.
Cool case.
She just looked at the rechargeable battery like, what? So, you take this out, no one can see what's happening.
Oh.
So pull that out, and then pull that out.
Oh.
Notice which way it came out. Like where the red wire goes, or whatever. This needs to be plugged in. think this will work. It'd be pretty funny if it's like the wrong something and it blows up. Actually, it wouldn't be funny.
I'll be laughing in the hospital.
No, you wouldn't be.
Hey, I'm a jolly.
Does it not fit?
It's
Tight? There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So somewhere in the settings, we have to go in and we're going to have to probably change the battery type in the radio to
I was wondering
Lifey.
if this,
When using the optional battery, page 16. So that's going to be the first thing we have to do.
if this battery little marky thing is a charging thing.
If the little thingy is a thinger?
Yeah.
Probably.
Alright.
I assume that it is. Or, yeah, it looks like it is. Maybe it auto senses it, I don't know. Balance charger. Let's see. Battery replacement. Power off reminder. Power switch operation key. Display. I don't see anything that's telling me that we have to change something so that it knows that we're using Lifey. Using the optional. Be sure to attach the included battery spacer to the battery.
What is a spacer?
I don't know.
But there was nothing else in the box?
Well, there may have been. I don't know. Let me see. I just want to make sure that the battery that we have is going to be okay. Because I'm concerned that we only took 3 AA's out and we're replacing it with a 2-cell. Let me check this. I want to make sure we're not going to blow anything up. Because blowing up, explosions are bad.
No. Well, there's not a whole lot left to do, so I'm gonna start cutting out my stickers. Shout out, are that peeling feeling? So I was going to cut these babies out and start laying them out so I could get the layering, and then I was going to replace some of the Axial stickers for the sides with the locked up stickers. I'm gonna have to blow something up just for fun. Yeah, we'll see how the binding goes.
So, no, we should be good. Okay. So you should be able to use the battery that you just put in without us blowing anything up.
Oh man.
I know. Okay.
4 p.m.
We're on. On, lady. You know, you don't actually have to cut the stickers out. They're die cut, so you can just peel them off and slap them on.
Yeah, but I don't know what order they go in because they layer them.
Fair enough.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Sticker madness. Okay, so binding is it?
We're making Eric cringe when binding. Eric, we haven't even started binding. I just wanted to make sure that it uses the same battery that my other radio does. Sometimes they change things. I don't want to blow anything up.
I like these little blue lights right here. That's pretty cute.
It's fancy. Definitely. No, I lost the page.
TH off? It's blinking.
Okay. Okay. So, here are your instructions on how to link everything.
There they are.
Mhm.
Did you already read this stuff?
No.
You didn't.
Nope.
What the heck?
This is your learning everything. This is your radio. You need to know how it works.
I should have read the thing.
I'm doing it for you.
What? The sassy head bubble.
So, step 1. You want me to read it out loud to you?
Yeah.
Call the menu 2 screen from the home screen by moving the jog button up, down, left, or right. I'm thinking that's the jog. Yep.
What am I going to?
Menu 2
Menu
screen
2.
from home. There we go. Menu 2.
It's so shiny. Ah, it's blinding me.
Well, hold it like that. That's much easier to see. I think you went too far. What'd you do? You went to model select. So somewhere there has to be like a back button. Maybe this. No. Okay. There you go. Okay, so you're on model. That's what you want. You're on menu 2. Select receiver by moving the jog button up or down. So just, you have to be light. So do you see receiver on there? It's the very bottom. You're pressing it down. So what you want to do is kind of like not depress it, but pull it down, I think. Does that make sense? There we go. Got it. Okay. Let's see. Receiver, move the cursor to system by the jog button up or down and select the receiver system. So our receiver system is TFHSS. So we should be good, right? Because that's what's on the receiver.
TFHSS.
Okay. So you should be set up.
But
so you can select the receiver type.
But what is the TFHN?
I don't know.
Because it won't let me select FHSS.
Right. So I'm guessing that you're good. That must be TFHSS-N means the top thing is short for those two. They have combined it. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. So press the jog button for approximately 1 second.
That was.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, bring the transmitter and receiver to within 20 inches of each other. Do not allow the antennas to touch. Press the TP4M transmitter's jog button up or down to move to cursor link EXE. Okay. When the jog button is pressed for approximately 1 second, push RX links blah. This. So look, before you do that, what are you looking for?
What? Press what?
So look, you're going to press the jog button.
Yes.
And then for approximately 1 second, and then you're going to put that is going to pop up, I guess. We need to push the link button on the receiver.
There's a button on here?
For 2 seconds.
There's a button.
Yeah. So down in here, in that little hole.
Ah, that's got to be what the screwdriver's.
Uh-huh.
So press this and then press that at the same time?
No. So press this. We're going to follow the instructions. If we have to do it multiple times, it's okay. So let's see. Press the jog button up or down to get it to that. Okay, you did that. Now press it for 1 second, approximately.
And then
okay, so that's your countdown. So now you have to press that for approximately 2 seconds. Is it like reacting or anything?
It says linking, waiting.
Oh, you know what? I think we... There we go.
Okay.
Okay, now do it.
Timeout. Oh.
So you have to retry it.
Oh.
It took us too long. Is that doing anything over there?
Is the LED in there? It's blinking.
Okay. So it's trying.
It says blinking. Timeout.
Okay, let me see. Did we miss anything? There. Push up the receiver side link switch for approximately 2 seconds. Push up. Push up the receiver side link switch?
What? Side link switch.
Maybe that's a different type of receiver. Because you don't have a switch in there. Yours is just a button, right?
Right, unless those are switches?
No.
I don't think so.
Let's try this from slightly further apart. Because sometimes you can be too close. So, are you ready over there?
Oh.
Go ahead.
Where's the antenna on this guy? Is that this?
Yes.
Oh.
We're okay. Ready?
Yep.
Go for it. Oh, I already had it on. Did it turn off?
No. Nothing's happened.
Okay, time out.
Oh, okay.
Did you turn it on or off?
I think I turned it back on.
Does it have any lights on?
Now the LED's blinking again.
Okay, so now let's try it.
Flashing red.
Did the flash change at all?
Yeah, it was solid, and then now it's flashing red. And then it says that it should start to flash green.
Oh, something's not right. Let's see.
Maybe I need to press it longer than 2 seconds.
I don't know. Are you sure? You know, that might not be the best thing to press down in there with. Grab your tool that's over there. Yeah. Get the next one because it's a little bit bigger. Let's try it with that instead. So I'm going to start this. Okay.
Yep.
Anybody have any suggestions on why it's not working? Binding. I don't understand why it's timing out.
It hates me.
It might. Could be it. Eric, advice? So we've got power because it's blinking red. Let's see. I have to see where these red to green. Okay, let's try it. We're gonna try it. We're just gonna keep trying. I don't know. Let's see. We're gonna try it a little bit further apart. Okay. 1, 2. If this doesn't work this time, we'll get it closer. Timeout. Okay. Try it closer.
The light turned off again.
The truck turned off. Okay, try it.
Blink, blink.
Damn
Smash!
I don't think you'll do it.
Oh man. But why?
I don't know.
Why?
Excuse me.
Within 20 inches. Maybe it has to be pointed at it, like so. Instead of sideways?
No.
But why does this keep turning off? Like, is that a new battery?
You know what? So I'm noticing there's man, these acronyms. I'm noticing there is TFHSS normal and TFHSS high speed. So maybe we need to change this. So we need to go up, and then how did it say to jog?
Jog.
Yeah, how did it say to change that? Plus minus maybe? Let's try it this way.
High speed.
Oops. Okay, so now we're gonna try it on high. So maybe that's it. Okay, so it restarted the radio. Yelled at us. Okay, so we're gonna try to link one more time. Ready? Is it still flashing red?
Yeah.
Okay. Try now.
Blink, blink. Blinking.
Man, I don't know. Well, we'll have to continue researching. Let me go check on the receiver. What number is it? 304 SB.
SR mode.
So this does have. Are you sure that it's not? There's not a switch in there, and it's just a button.
There's that little black button on the bottom. Well, like right there's the power button and then a little black button.
I wanted to make sure that this isn't actually a switch and that it is. Yeah, it's a button.
So I changed them again.
I have never had this kind of problem trying to find a receiver. It's turned off. Let that run out and I'll try it again.
But what does the little black button do?
So this just is setting up the receiver, the ESC. We're just turning on the ESC because its BEC is powering the receiver. Okay, so now we have power to this. Go ahead and try that.
Try just holding it down until it screams.
Maybe. We'll try that next. Let's go ahead and go down to your link.
What about SR mode? What is it? Minis.
Oh, that's what I was looking up. Oh, I just hit the camera. Sorry, folks.
Ah! Earthquake!
That would be hilarious if we had only one mode all the time. So we're supposed to have it on the high speed mode, I think, for digital servo, which is.
Hmm.
Well, we can use normal or high speed. It says normal selects normal. Yeah, we want to leave. We probably want to leave it on normal. I don't know why it's not working. Let me see if I have another receiver. We can try.
Why does it keep turning off?
I don't know. Let's try this receiver. So this is the speed control, right? Yes. You actually don't need anything else plugged in because that's just your lights. It's not actually doing anything. Oop, I plugged that in backwards, didn't I? Okay, where's your screwdriver? Let's see. Let's try this. Fire away when ready.
Oh.
Yeah, that bound immediately.
What'd you do?
I don't know. Different receiver.
Oh. What, so that one's the new one?
Yep.
And that one's an
This
extra
is
one?
my old crunchy one.
Huh?
So, woo! So now you can, while it's powered on, you can attach this so that your steering is lined up straight. That was fun, huh?
What you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis? So, servo is actually jittery. What mode did you connect in? High speed. Okay, let's redo this. Change it to, we want to change. Let's go back to normal mode because that servo is acting jittery. I don't know why. It is an older servo. Maybe that's why I pulled it out. Yep, okay. So I'm going to turn this off. Okay. So go ahead and start the linking process. Oops. It's still jittery. Okay, so the servo that we installed, the random spare servo, we'll have to replace it. It was a test servo,
Okay.
but that's okay. For now, you should be able to at least drive.
So you're saying I need to...
So what I'm saying you need to do right now is we want to take the steering and you want it to be, you know, it looks like it's toe out a little bit, and that's okay. But what we want is to have the servo so that your steering is centered. And I think, did they have this down here? Probably.
What about my
This way?
washer?
Yeah, so like that. Yes, so put your, yes. Put your washer in and then put your screw in, and we can actually turn this off for now. So that you're not putting torque into the servo while it's got power to it.
Did you take my screwdriver?
I didn't take anything. Maybe. I don't know. What did I take?
The button presser?
This? Yes, I did. I took it. I'm a bad person. Okay, so now you can, so let's see, we can go back to, I guess, see how you back out and go to like the main menu. You might have to hit like the minus button or something. There we go, that did it. What does that
Oh, I
button
think
say?
that says end.
Okay, yeah, I can't see it from back
It's
here.
too slick.
Polish that.
Can't.
Polish that black chrome.
can't. That's why I wanted to keep my plastic on. Alright, now what?
So now we can. So the dig servo is not plugged in and the light's not plugged in, and that's fine. We don't need those things plugged in. So you can turn the truck back on now. And we're going to have to, well, actually, before you do that, let's see. We are going to probably have to calibrate the speed control. So with a lot of the speed controls, it doesn't know where full blast and all that stuff is on here. So you'll probably have to like turn it on, and when you turn it on, it may yell at you, and you may have to like hold down the trigger, push the trigger, something like that. So we're gonna see, because I don't know, I've never used this speed control. Let's see. Actually, Sean had one. Hey Sean, are you still watching? If you are, let me know if there's a calibration sequence for this speed control, because you're going to want it to know where neutral is on your radio and all of that stuff. That way it doesn't just take off, jump off the desk. Let's see, ESC programming, running mode, radio calibration. There we go.
Press and hold the set button. Press the on-off button. Release the set button once the LED flashes.
So it might be good for you to flip it upside down or something. Or at least get it to where you can see, yeah, the speed control. Because there's some lights on the speed control, right? So you may want to, let's see, I don't know what the best way to see the lights on the speed control is, but...
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, they said there's some LEDs in it. Move the throttle stick to the neutral button and press the set button. Okay, so hit the set button. Move the throttle to the end position for forward. Okay, so that's full blast, so hit the set button. I didn't hear it bleep.
Do you have to hold it?
I don't know. What do I say? Press the set button again? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it did not beep twice. Turn it off. Let's start again. You may have to hold it down for it to turn off. Okay.
Okay. I can kind of see the little red light in there. I think it's better on this side.
I think you have to turn it on first. Oh, you know what? Okay, so to get it into programming, you're supposed to press and hold the set button and then press the on-off button. Release the set button once the LED flashes, which LED is down on the speed control.
Yeah, it's flashing.
Okay, so neutral position and press the set button. Okay, hit the set button. So it beeps once. Okay, now we're at full, so hit it again. Yeah, it's not liking what we're doing. So let's try this again. So we're going to press and hold the set button and then press the on-off button. Okay.
Flashing.
So now it's flashing. So I've got it neutral. So we should hit the set button. Okay, now we give it gas. Hit the set button. Why is nothing cooperating today?
She's using a microscope for these letters. They're tiny. Wait, is this the gas?
No.
Oh,
That's the steering, which is hooked up.
Oh, jeez.
But you see, the servo is old, so you hear it jiggly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why this is not cooperating.
Hey, what do you do?
I just accidentally, I don't know what happened. Let's see.
It beeped twice.
I know. So, neutral. Now it's not even beeping once. Oh, I didn't get it into programming mode. Okay, press and hold the set button. Press the on-off button. Okay, so we're on neutral, so accept it. Now it's not even accepting that.
Did you press the power button?
Yeah.
I mean, hold the gas and then press power.
God, I hate programming electronics.
What do you want from me?
Right? Okay, so we've got it on neutral, so press the set button. It's not taking it. Try again. Turn it all off. Okay. Radio's on. Press and hold the set button. Press the on-off button.
Weird.
Okay. Flashing.
So we could have
So
done
it's
this
at
while it
neutral.
was out before we put everything in?
We didn't have it.
That's true. But we could have.
Now it's not even beeping at all. This is highly irritating.
You want me to bring you some bubble wrap?
No, I just like it when things work per instructions, and I'm already frustrated from the receiver not binding. Let's see.
Should we put on the technical difficulty screen?
Maybe so.
You want to switch chairs?
Nope. Hulk smash. It's not accepting anything. Man. We are gonna try to unplug the battery and completely clear it. There's gotta be a way to do that. Guys, maybe when we were trying to set it up, maybe we made it angry. I don't know.
Hates me. So wait, that other receiver didn't work, so can we send it back?
Yeah. It may still work. We may have been doing something wrong with it. I just know that receiver works. That's why I wanted to get something in there that I know works. I don't know that this speed control works. We could just have gremlins galore. But it seems like it should. It's just, having never used this before, there's always a learning curve. But we are following the instructions to the best of our ability, so I feel like it should be okay.
Soldering connections are weak?
No, because the only thing you soldered was the motor. And, I mean, it looked like you did a very good job. So, radio is back on. So when it says press and hold the set button, and then it says press the on-off button, like, how long do I press and hold the set button? Do I press and hold the set button while I'm...
But you press the button,
Like at the
hold
same
it
time?
down, and then press on.
I don't know. Let's find out. Let's try that. That would require extra fingers. Okay, so that does get us into the set mode. Now we've got the receiver on. It's at neutral.
So maybe hold it again, set, and then press the power button again? Well, let me squeeze it.
Press the set button.
Yeah, but try it again to hold the set button and then press on off again.
What do you mean?
Like the way that you did it the first time.
Well, that's what I just. Oh. That's going to turn it off. No, it didn't help. That turned it off. Because we pressed the power button. I think anytime you press the power button, it turns it on or off. Holding down the set button while you turn it on makes some sense. Yay, electronics. We have comments.
Oh, hi.
All part of the fun. Where is my mouse? Get on up there, Scruffy. Thank you. That's probably true. Let's see. But it's still not even letting us get back to set right now. And then if I do that, I should be able to set reverse. Let me see. So what he's saying is that because it's a Futaba radio, sometimes what... I'm not doing that.
What? Hey. It's alive. My creation.
It's probably the servo is wiggle 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 whack. So we need to find out how to reverse the channel. Let's see. Oh my. Initial setups, preparations, receiver system. How to set that up? Oh, throttle mode check.
Oh, not yet.
Servo reversing
No,
43. Okay. Display to reverse using menu below. Menu 2, menu 3, menu 4. Wow, that's menu 1. Oh, there's reverse. Throttle. Okay. Okay, so we've got that reversed, is what he's saying. I'm not going to bore everybody with looking that up because people have different radios, so knowing the exact settings of your radio probably isn't going to make a big difference for most people. It's just fun. We're going to try this one more time. Okay. So that is supposedly in programming mode now. I guess I can do this on here. This is in neutral. I'm going to go back and forth just so I can find it. Yeah, see, we're getting it into program mode right now, and we've set neutral. We're trying to hit the set button, and it's not going to the next step. I do not know. This is super irritating. Hey.
What? Oh.
I don't know. Programmable items. ESC programming. Factory reset. Press and hold the set button for over 3 seconds anytime when the throttle is at neutral position, except during ESC calibration. Can reset your ESC. So if I turn it on and then I just hold down the set button, is that what you're saying? I do not seem to be able to restore this to the factory default either. Man, I am gonna lose my mind with this thing.
I'll put on the technical difficulties while you're screaming.
Okay, well, let's see. It says we can do it with this, so let's try it with this. This is a whole nother thing we have to learn. We are not getting many breaks today.
Man, I hate
Let's see. I know. Learning's the devil. Now I got to figure out how to. I'm going to turn this off. Let's see. Programmable items. Chats. No. Okay. That is other languages. There's got to be something that we missed somewhere along the way.
Story of my life. I like this CAPRA font. Kind of reminds me of Tetris.
It's good for the radio. CAPRA font. Yeah, it looks a little retro-y.
Or asteroid.
Okay, I've got this program thing on. Let's see what we can break now.
Yes.
Okay, reset. Press the reset button and the OK button to reset everything to factory reset. Well, that looks promising.
Oh, yeah. It looks like it's angry.
We just got a dull, angry...
Ah, who dares to wake me from my slumber? Turned off.
Did that do it? You know... Just want to check some things.
Not in the bad bugs. So short. So you want me to?
Tough day RCing today.
Yeah.
Okay. That should have worked. I don't know why it shut off. That's strange. Were we supposed to... Well, I did turn it on, didn't I? It's still on. I don't understand this at all. Yeah, now it's... You know, there's one thing that we didn't check.
Huh?
We didn't check to make sure that your battery is actually charged. That would be so hilarious. But not funny at all.
Dude.
Not even remotely funny.
No laughing.
Where'd the battery go? Yay. Well, it's at 1%. Yeah, that's not good. That needs to... Anyway, so that may be contributing to our ridiculousness. Okay, so new battery.
Oh, look at that. Lights up like Christmas.
How long was I supposed to hold this down to reset it? Press the reset button and the OK button. Did I brick this thing? Okay, it changes items. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't. So when I hold down reset and OK, it doesn't seem like it changes anything. It's not giving me any indication that we've done anything.
But you already reset it though.
I don't know that we did.
But
Because the battery was dying before.
But then it got angry.
It did. So let's just see what happens. Unplug. Actually, I'm gonna unplug this because that wasn't fun to get into. Hello, radio. I'm surprised it didn't yell at us. That may also have been why the servo was jiggly. Maybe not, but maybe. I doubt it. I think it's probably just a toasted servo, and that's why I pulled it out of something else.
I love toast.
Yep, no, it's just a jiggly servo. Okay, so I'm going to turn the speed control off again. So we're going to try setting it up one more time. Okay, so we're at neutral in theory. Okay, so now we need to give it full throttle. That's what it was the battery.
Brilliant.
Okay, so we've got, here's what we've got. The motor's spinning. But the slipper, I suspect, is so loose that it's not actually engaging.
What's a slipper?
It was the plates that are against the spur gear and everything.
What's this? What?
Right, I forget that she doesn't know what a spur gear and whatnot is. So, we will have to get into that. What's up, Sean? So I disconnected the steering servo because it was a spare servo I had laying around just to get her into the build and get her doing stuff. I don't think we lost steering. I just disconnected the servo because I didn't feel like hearing jigga 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 jigga. Because it's just no. But why are you? This is your show. Get back in here.
I don't know what.
Okay, so we can unplug the programming thing now. I wonder if that's why the other receiver didn't bind. Because that would just... I don't know why that battery was so low. That's not good. I would just let that flop around. That's always good. Okay. Where did your little hood pins go? Try to make some sense of this. Okay. So those are in. Okay. But what we need to figure out is what is the easiest way to tighten the spur gear? Is it that nut?
That nut?
Why is that on the outside?
You want to look at the manual?
I've just not seen one of those on the outside. It may be on purpose. I mean, I guess it's got to be on purpose. I think if we tighten that, that might help. Yeah. So I need a tool. I need the biggest socket up there. And I need to take the battery out. Haha! 3 steps backwards for 1 step forward. Well, that's not scale. So it's like you could tighten the slipper, in theory, if they didn't have this plastic standoff piece in the way. Because I can't get a tool in there with the servo and everything else in the way. There we go. Maybe. Is that on? No, but it's so close. Go in your home. Okay, this is gonna put some stress on things, probably. Okay, so yep.
Oh.
So it wasn't that we had to reverse the throttle, because when I'm pressing forward, it goes in reverse now. Let me think. This can go back up. Thanks. I am going to go back into the menu on here and look for reverse steering throttle. May have to set it up again so that so that it's correct. So we may have to program the ESC again so that all of your radio functions and everything is correct. But for the time being, just to give you a small taste of victory for today, because that's what we're all about here, is small tastes of victory. I have plugged your steering servo back in, so you see how you hear it going like tick, 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 tick.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to do that, but it should work. Of course it doesn't work. Why would it work? Well, it doesn't work because I plugged it into the wrong channel because I wasn't paying attention. Now this time, it really should work. We need to reverse the channel.
I think I used a screw that was too long.
Probably. Why?
Well, because this screw right here, when turning it, kind of bumps into that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we need to change that. So, but it does drive.
Hey, my stickers! My stickers!
Okay, so we know we have some things to correct, but it's alive!
Yay!
Okay, yeah, woohoo!
Ah.
Yeah. That is, yeah. So if you tuned in late, it took us like an hour to, what, bind a receiver
Find out
and
that the battery was
get the speed control programmed, because we never checked to ensure that the battery we were using in the truck actually had a charge. Spoiler alert, it didn't have a charge. Man, now I'm gonna have to start drinking. It's like, this is crazy.
Driving me to drink.
I blame someone else
Well,
other
can
than
we-
me. I'm
We
without
fix a cup
fault.
holder on here and then
So
get it to go
we
downstairs
need
and get it
I'm gonna
up
turn it
here.
off, right?
yes. Wait, you gotta check the comments.
Yes. Let's check the comments.
So it's if you press forward, it goes backwards.
No, I reversed the channel, but
Okay.
we're gonna want to reprogram the ESC, just to make sure we have everything correct. But we should be okay. We are having fun, yeah. Yes. So your steering is the steering is set up correctly now. The servo is garbage. The
Do you want to try the other receiver?
kind of don't right now
All right.
because this one just works, so we're okay. We'll try it again later, but for now I think we're good. So it's alive, so that's promising. We will have to set up the dig, which will be a whole other thing, but now that we've got the radio connected, we're good. I would say if you want to, where are we on time? What time is it? 3:45. So that may not be a bad stopping point for today, because we've got a taste of success. The stickers you can do whenever. I mean, you can slap some stickers on, but it looks, I don't know how far into stuff you're going to get, because that looks like it could be quite a. You know what? Do what you want, your show.
Huh. I just wanted to point out one thing while I have my panels off. I messed up right here.
It's hard to see.
There's a little pimple because I used the wrong screw, and the side panel wouldn't go on, so we had to kind of roll that down.
Right.
Boop.
Before we forget, one thing we can do, though, because otherwise we will forget, let's pull that steering servo screw out and replace it with one of proper length. Right?
Yes.
So what had happened is, I'll let you do it. Whatever. She put a screw that was a little long in the steering servo, and I didn't catch it. And when we turn right, it's gonna hit the diff. We don't want that. So
That's probably the one that I thought that I lost.
let's see. How much too long was it? Do you think that'll be good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yep. If it's too short, let me know. Thanks, Francisco. Cup of cocoa. Yeah, we didn't even get hot beverages today.
Yeah.
We forgot. We got too involved.
I think it's too narrow. It's not gripping.
Oh, it's not long enough?
No, it's not wide enough.
What? What you talking about with this?
To grab the threads.
I think it got stripped out.
What? But I just unscrewed the other one.
No, I think the little plastic. It's just a little plastic servo horn. These things happen. I mean, the one that you just took out is the exact same diameter. They're both M3. There may be just a little bit of thread left on this servo horn. Didn't we pull that off of something else anyway?
Yeah.
Or was it already on there?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So there you go. That's why. Not really a surprise. So we'll get you a better servo arm. And I just threw that screw in here.
But
What?
if I got a new servo,
It will come with an arm, yeah. And possibly a screw. So okay, so I think that's probably, yeah, we'll have to do that next. Servo.
alright.
Yeah.
Well, I'm nowhere close to these stickers getting put on.
Yeah, no, okay.
So
Any questions? Anybody? While we're I don't even know what we're doing.
we're mulling.
We're mulling things over. Always check your batteries.
Yes. This guy. Are we gonna put this guy back in eventually, or is that guy gonna live in there?
Well, I have two of those, so it's fine. It seems to be working correctly. We can get you some double A's. I mean, but yeah, we're okay with that. I'll add that to the shopping list. Double A's that aren't destroyed.
Alright,
else?
so we need. Maybe let's make a shopping list. We need a new servo. We need to find out where this light bar comes from.
Where it comes from? What do you mean?
Whoa. I asked you, where do you get the little light bar? And you said you didn't know.
Oh, you mean the plastic cover?
Yeah.
Yeah. From the people with the stuff. We'll find one.
Yeah.
That's not mission critical. That can be added on months from now.
What's left?
Well, we'll swap out your servo, and at some point I'll test that other receiver to see if that was a problem. You got to put stickers on, and we'll have to set up the dig servo.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the stickers and the dig servo. I think will be next time, because everything else should be. We're not gonna. I don't think we need to film changing out the steering servo. I mean, that's. They saw you put one in, and it works. Just jiggles. Yeah.
So if I were to drive with that, it would just be noisy?
Yeah. Powerful, but noisy. Yeah.
Alright. Well, good job.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. Nobody smashed anything today?
We got close. We got close. Your show, son. Take us out.
Yeah. Alright, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And I'll catch you next week.
Yeah, probably, next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Monday's usually busy, so.
Yeah, probably 2 o'clock on Tuesday.
Central Standard Time. Woo!
Alright, have a good weekend.
Jackie builds CAPRA. Jackie builds a CAPRA. Jackie builds
CAPRA. Jackie builds a